this video, you will learn about how to improve the shelf life of a fertilizer. Fertilizer are mainly of two types, solid fertilizer and the liquid fertilizer. While solid fertilizer are further divided into prill-shaped fertilizers and the granule-shaped fertilizer. Following are the main parameters which impact the quality of a fertilizer. First one is the nutrient contents, that may be nitrogen based fertilizer or the phosphate or the potash based fertilizer, or there may be combination of all these three nutrients. So there must be a proper fraction ratio of all these nutrients. Second is the prill shape, that is it a hollow condition or in a proper shape. Third is the prill hardness or the crushing strength. Fourth is the undersize, that should be typically less than 1 millimeter. Fifth is the anti-caking, and it solely depends upon the selection, its spray, and its quantity. Six is the stabilizer or additive, and similarly it also depends upon its selection and its dosing rate. Seventh is the pH of the final product, and it depends upon the soil type. Eighth is the nitrogen balance. If it is a nitrogen based fertilizer, then there must be a proper balance between the nitrate nitrogen and the ammonical nitrogen. Ninth are the alkali or the metal compounds like fluoride compounds, silicates, and the phosphate compounds, because they directly impacts the shelf life of the product. And tenth is the weather sensitivity or the critical relative humidity, because if their ingredients are thermal sensitive compounds present inside the fertilizer, then a thermocycling phenomena may occur. Many fertilizers have inherent property to change its physical condition with the passage of time, and the product converts from free flowing condition to cake form due to the thermocycling effect and the presence of a hygroscopic salt in a fertilizer. Actually, the prills disintegrate and it convert into powder form, and the cracks appear on the prill surface, release the internal saturated solutions, while the hygroscopic salt increase the residual moisture of the fertilizer product. So transition and the recrystallizations exposure of the fertilizer in a humid environment converts the free flowing fertilizer into the cake form. Following are the main factors which affect the caking of a fertilizer product, and taking proper measures on these factors, the caking tendency of a fertilizer can be reduced. First one is the chemical compositions, that there must be a proper fraction ratio of ingredients. Second is the high moisture contents of a fertilizer product. Third is the high undersize in a final product. Fourth is the low crushing strength of a prill or a granule. Fifth is the less efficient anti-caking chemical, that maybe you are not using the suitable anti-caking chemical. Sixth is the low coating spread. Seventh is the thermocycles and the critical relative humidity impacts on the fertilizer. And last but not the least, the product packing, its handling, and the storage techniques. These are the factors and their typical values which should be complied to get the good quality of a fertilizer and to increase the shelf life of a product. First is the chemical composition, that there should be a proper fraction ratio of the ingredients which involved in the production of a fertilizer. Second, the moisture contents of a final product should be minimum, and typically it should be less than 0.4%. Also, the undersize in the final product must be less than 1% for the prill size less than 1.2 mm, and the crushing strength must be on a higher side, and typically it should be greater than 3 kg per prill. Also, the anti-caking chemical must be suitable for the final fertilizer product, and there should be a proper spray of anti-caking chemical on the prills or the granules, and its quantity should be maintained. Similarly, the stabilizer or the additives must be suitable for the fertilizer, and its dosing rate should be maintained. And last, product packing and the stacking. And the product should be packed at the room temperature, typically 32 Celsius, and it also depends upon the site weather conditions. Third, the select the right thickness of the liner, that it should properly protect the fertilizers from the external moistures, and maintain the stack height during the storage of a fertilizer according to the crushing strength of the prill or the granules. By adopting these parameters and to performing the research and development on these factors, you can improve the shelf life of your fertilizer product.